Okay, welcome back if you're following along. We are now beneath the Central Railroad of New Jersey Bridge. I believe this was the Copley branch, if I read the map correctly. Originally built, stonework over there, originally 1884. And then there was a severe flooding in the 40s. I'm not exactly sure of the year, but sometime in the 40s, the original bridge was washed away, and then they built it back up with concrete and added these new spans. I believe there's at least 3 of this particular deck girder style bridge. We'll go take a look at this stonework right here a little better. But remember, we were just looking at the canal. The canal came through here 1818, 1819, 1820. It was here well over, over half a century. Can't do the quick math in my head, but quite some time before the CNJ put this bridge in. And interestingly enough, CNJ is not original to this area. It was originally the Lehigh and Susquehanna. That was a subsidiary of the Lehigh Coal and Navigation Company, or the Lehigh Canal. So they had the canal and the railroad on the east side of the Lehigh River, and then they would eventually lease their railroad to the CNJ, I believe 1873 or something like that. So then this bridge would have been built about 10 years after the CNJ picked up the lease on the Lehigh and Susquehanna. So here we have some of the original stonework with the new concrete on it. And it's possible that the entire span once, I don't remember exactly what kind of style bridge this is right here, but it's possible the entire bridge once was in that fashion. I apologize for stumbling there and not knowing that. When the river's not so high, downstream where we first started, there's actually a bunch of iron or steel, probably steel, in the river still, which I believe used to be what ran across here, and it now sits down there in its watery grave. So again, this is the D&L Trail. We're in Northampton Borough, Pennsylvania, Northampton County. We're also not far from Catasauqua, which is in Lehigh County. So we're right near the border of both counties. And there's a little map over here. I'll go look at that real quick. And then we'll take a walk underneath. We'll go back into the canal prism, walk under the bridge. I'm not going to read this to you, but if you want to pause it and read it yourselves. And then here's the map. Circles right where we are. Here's a picture of the canal. Okay, so we'll walk down into what is now again the canal prism. So at one time this was filled with water, and you had your towpath right here. The mules would have gone down pulling the canal barges. As you can see, this side wasn't affected by the flood in the 40s, and it is still all stone. And I just wanted to say thank you to whoever cleaned up all the garbage that was here. Once in a while it gets, I mean, you can tell by the graffiti this can be a party spot, and sometimes there's quite a bit of garbage strewn about here, but it's very, very clean right now. So whoever did that, thank you very much. And what do we have here? A piece of coal? No. Burnt piece of wood. So that's going to be our way up to the bridge. So this part that we're going to go check out right now has confused me until I actually just read that map a little thoroughly. And again, we're leaving the canal. I believe this up here is what is known as 3rd Ward Road, which probably would have had something to do with the canal, possibly to transport goods off of it by carriage and horse, of course. And then later vehicles, possibly. That I'm not really sure of. But again, they had to put a structure in. So this road clearly existed before the CNJ built this bridge in 1884. We're going to walk across that. I've already walked across that one. That one I can do. But very cool steel structure here. And again, stonework, 1884, which is when the bridge went in. And again, this was, I believe, 3rd Ward Road, if I read correctly on the map. And then right up here is actually your active Norfolk Southern Lehigh line, former Central Railroad of New Jersey, originally Lehigh and Susquehanna Railroad. I believe 1840-ish. Is when the Lehigh and Susquehanna was built. It would have been around the time that the north branch of the canal was abandoned, and that was in the 1830s. So, all right, we're going to stop here, and we are going to ascend these steps, and we'll talk a little bit more when we get up there.